Join me as I unlock the mysteries of the Great Pyramid of Giza and see if I can uncover what really lies beneath its massive stones. The Great Pyramid of Giza has always been a source of fascination for me, and I'm sure for many of you too. In this video, you'll discover what lies beneath one of the most iconic structures in the world, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and why it fascinates archaeologists and historians alike. For centuries, the Great Pyramid has stood the test of time, its sheer scale and precision engineering leaving us in awe. Despite years of study, many secrets of the Great Pyramid remain hidden. Let's explore the mystery surrounding its unexplored depths. The pyramid's internal chamber system is well documented, but there are still many unanswered questions about what lies beneath its surface. Its allure is undeniable, and it's fascinating to think about what could be hiding in the unknown areas. The lack of concrete evidence only adds to the intrigue. When we look at the Great Pyramid, we're gazing at an architectural marvel that has survived for over 4,500 years. That's truly remarkable when you think about it. Most modern buildings aren't expected to last even a fraction of that time. This alone speaks volumes about the engineering prowess of the ancient Egyptians. The precision of the Great Pyramid's construction continues to baffle modern engineers. The base of the pyramid is leveled to within just 2.1 centimeters, an astonishing feat of accuracy considering its massive size and the primitive tools available to its builders. The sides of the pyramid are aligned to the 4 cardinal directions with incredible precision, with the greatest error being only 0.06 degrees off perfect alignment with true north. How did they achieve such precision without modern surveying equipment? This is just one of the many mysteries that continue to surround this ancient wonder. Each of the estimated 2.3 million stone blocks that make up the Great Pyramid was quarried, transported, and placed with extraordinary care. The average weight of these blocks is about 2.5 tons, but some weigh as much as 80 tons. The logistics of moving these massive stones and placing them with such precision would be challenging even with modern technology. Yet, the ancient Egyptians accomplished this feat without the benefit of wheels, pulleys, or iron tools. The sheer manpower and organizational skills required are honestly mind-boggling. The monument we see today is actually quite different from how it appeared when it was first constructed. Originally, the Great Pyramid was covered in highly polished white limestone casing stones that would have made it gleam brilliantly in the Egyptian sun. Most of these casing stones were removed centuries ago to build mosques and other structures in Cairo after an earthquake loosened them. Only a few remain at the base of the pyramid, giving us a glimpse of its former glory. Let's take a moment to consider the known interior structure of the pyramid. As we descend into its depths, we encounter a complex network of passages and chambers that have intrigued explorers for centuries. The main entrance leads to the descending passage, which slopes downward at a precise 26-degree angle for about 345 feet. This passage is remarkably straight, deviating from perfect straightness by less than 1/4 inch along its entire length, another testament to the builder's incredible precision. The descending passage leads to the subterranean chamber, which lies approximately 100 feet below the base of the pyramid. This rough-cut chamber remains somewhat of a mystery. Unlike the finely finished chambers higher in the pyramid, this room appears unfinished, with a rough, uneven floor and walls. Was it abandoned during construction, or did it serve some specific purpose? Some theories suggest it might have been intended as a false burial chamber to mislead potential tomb robbers, while others propose it had symbolic significance related to the underworld in Egyptian mythology. Branching off from the descending passage is the ascending passage, which rises at the same 26-degree angle but in the opposite direction. This passage was originally sealed with granite plugs, making it inaccessible until an alternative route was forcibly cut around these blocks by explorers. The ascending passage leads to the Grand Gallery, one of the most impressive features inside the pyramid. The Grand Gallery is a masterpiece of ancient architecture. This corbelled hall stretches upward for 153 feet with a ceiling height of 28 feet. The walls are made of precisely cut limestone blocks that gradually incline inward as they rise, creating a stunning visual effect. 7 courses of overlapping stones form the ceiling, with each course projecting slightly beyond the one below it. This ingenious design distributes the weight of the massive structure above. The craftsmanship displayed in the Grand Gallery is extraordinary, with joints between the massive limestone blocks so precise that you can't slip a credit card between them. From the Grand Gallery, we can access the King's Chamber, which is entirely constructed of granite, a material much harder and more difficult to work with than limestone. The 19-foot-high ceiling consists of 5 layers of massive granite beams, each weighing between 50 and 80 tons. These relieving chambers were discovered by Howard Weiss in 1837 and are believed to distribute the immense weight bearing down from above, protecting the King's Chamber from collapse. Inside the King's Chamber sits the famous granite sarcophagus. Curiously, this sarcophagus is slightly larger than the passages leading to the chamber, suggesting it was placed there during construction, before the chamber was sealed. Though commonly believed to have held the mummy of Pharaoh Khufu, no human remains have ever been found inside the pyramid. The Queen's Chamber, despite what its name might suggest, was probably never meant for a queen's burial. It's actually smaller than the King's Chamber and, it features this curious niche in its eastern wall that has sparked a lot of speculation over the years. Even more intriguing are these 2 narrow shafts that extend from the chamber toward the outside of the pyramid. At first people thought they were just air shafts, but now they're believed to have had some ritual or symbolic purpose, maybe even connected to the king's journey to the stars in the afterlife. Recent advancements in technology have, honestly, allowed researchers to explore the pyramid in ways that just weren't possible before. Let's dive into some of the latest archaeological findings, including the use of advanced technology like muon tomography, which has actually revealed potential hidden voids in chambers within the pyramid. This innovative technique involves measuring the changes in muon particles as they pass through different materials, effectively letting scientists sort of see inside the pyramid without causing any damage. Muon tomography has really been a game changer in uncovering the pyramid's secrets. So let me explain how muon tomography works. Muons are these subatomic particles that are produced when cosmic rays interact with Earth's atmosphere. These particles are constantly raining down on us and can actually penetrate hundreds of meters of rock. When they pass through solid material, they lose energy, and some of them are absorbed along the way. By placing detectors inside and around the pyramid to track these particles, scientists can create a kind of X-ray image of the pyramid's interior. Areas where more muons are detected indicate less dense material or possibly even empty spaces, like hidden chambers. So, this technology has actually enabled the International Scan Pyramids project to make some really groundbreaking discoveries. Back in 2017, the team announced that they had detected a large void above the Grand Gallery, running parallel to it. This void is at least 30 meters long and has a cross-section that's pretty similar to the Grand Gallery itself. It's honestly the first major structure discovered inside the Great Pyramid since the 19th century. The discovery of a large void above the King's Chamber is, well, one of the most significant findings so far. Researchers believe this void could be a hidden chamber, but its purpose still remains a mystery. The use of muon tomography has also revealed other smaller voids and cavities within the pyramid structure. These discoveries have sparked some pretty intense debate among experts, with some speculating that the voids could be part of a more complex internal system. What makes these discoveries particularly exciting is that they really suggest there's still so much we don't know about this ancient structure. The large void, now commonly called the Big Void, could be a construction gap, a relieving chamber similar to those above the King's Chamber, or maybe even a previously unknown chamber with ritual significance. Without physical access to this space, we can only speculate about its purpose, which, honestly, just fuels even more mystery around the pyramid. Another intriguing discovery made through thermal imaging technology involves temperature anomalies on the eastern side of the pyramid's base. These anomalies could indicate the presence of hollow areas or perhaps even hidden entrances. The eastern side of ancient Egyptian pyramids typically contained the main entrance and was associated with rebirth as it faced the rising sun. Ground-penetrating radar surveys have also detected unusual features beneath the pyramid that, really warrant further investigation. Some researchers believe these could be evidence of tunnels or chambers cut into the bedrock below the pyramid's base. The entire Giza plateau is honeycombed with tombs, shafts, and tunnels, so it wouldn't be surprising if more hidden structures exist beneath the Great Pyramid itself. In 2023, archaeologists made another remarkable discovery: a previously unknown corridor near the main entrance of the pyramid. This corridor, which is approximately 9 meters long, may have been designed to redistribute weight from the structures above it, or, it could potentially lead to other undiscovered areas. It was first detected using muon imaging, and later confirmed with an endoscopic camera that was carefully threaded through a tiny joint in the stones. Historical accounts add another layer of intrigue to the mystery of what lies beneath the Great Pyramid. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus, who visited Egypt around 450 BCE, wrote about underground chambers and a canal from the Nile beneath the pyramid. While his account hasn't been confirmed by archaeological evidence, it still continues to inspire exploration. Similarly, medieval Arab historians wrote about hidden passageways and chambers within and beneath the pyramid, some of which were supposedly filled with treasure maps, astronomical instruments, and ancient wisdom texts. The implications of these discoveries are profound, offering new insights into the construction techniques and possible purposes of the pyramid. The Great Pyramid is honestly an engineering marvel, and understanding its inner workings can tell us a lot about the civilization that built it. The more we learn about the pyramid, the more we realize how much we still have to learn. One really fascinating aspect of the Great Pyramid's construction is the presence of these so-called air shafts that extend from both the king's and queen's chambers. These are narrow passages only about 8 inches square, and they stretch upward through the pyramid at some pretty specific angles. The shafts from the king's chamber actually reach all the way to the pyramid's exterior, while those from the queen's chamber stop just short of the outside. For a long time, Egyptologists thought these were simply ventilation shafts, but, their precise alignment with certain stars that were really important in ancient Egyptian religion, suggests there might be a more symbolic purpose behind them. The northern shaft from the king's chamber, for example, aligns with the circumpolar stars, which never set below the horizon and were closely associated with immortality in Egyptian belief. The southern shaft, on the other hand, aligns with Orion's belt, which was linked to Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Similarly, the shafts from the queen's chamber align with stars that also held religious significance. This kind of astronomical alignment adds yet another layer of sophistication to the pyramid's design, and really supports the theory that the pyramid wasn't just a tomb, but actually a machine for the pharaoh's transformation and his journey to the afterlife. Small robots have actually been sent up the shafts from the Queen's chamber, and they've revealed some pretty mysterious features, including copper fittings and these small stone doors with metal handles. Back in 2002, a robot called Pyramid Rover drilled through one of these doors and inserted a camera, revealing yet another small door or blocking stone about 25 centimeters beyond the first. What lies beyond this second door is still unknown, and honestly, it continues to fuel all sorts of speculation about hidden chambers or passages. The ancient Egyptians left no blueprints or detailed explanations of how they built the pyramids, or what purpose each internal feature served. This absence of documentation has led to countless theories, honestly, ranging from the scholarly to the fantastic. Some researchers propose that the entire internal structure of the pyramid was designed as a symbolic representation of the pharaoh's journey through the underworld and his transformation into a deity. Others suggest more practical purposes for various features like structural supports or methods to confuse and deter tomb robbers. What's particularly intriguing about recent discoveries is how they challenge our assumptions about ancient capabilities. The precision and complexity revealed by these findings suggest an even more sophisticated level of planning and engineering than previously acknowledged. The Great Pyramid wasn't just an immense pile of stones, it was a carefully designed structure with a complex internal architecture that continues to surprise us. From a religious and cultural perspective, these discoveries may reshape our understanding of ancient Egyptian burial practices and beliefs about the afterlife. The purpose of these hidden chambers and voids might be connected to the journey of the pharaoh's soul after death, which was a central concept in ancient Egyptian religion. Some researchers propose that the entire internal structure of the pyramid was designed as a symbolic path for the king's journey to the afterlife. Others suggest more practical purposes, such as ways to prevent tomb robbery or structural features to ensure the pyramid's stability over millennia. There's also compelling evidence that the builders incorporated sophisticated acoustic properties into the design. The king's chamber, for instance, strongly resonates at a frequency of about 16 Hz, which is below the range of human hearing, but can be felt as a vibration. This has led some researchers to speculate that certain chambers might have been designed for ritual sound uses, perhaps to enhance the spiritual experience during ceremonies. Water has also played a mysterious role in the pyramid's story. Early explorers reported finding salt incrustations on the walls of the lower passages, suggesting that water had infiltrated these areas at some point. More intriguing is the suggestion by some geologists that the Giza Plateau once had a much higher water table, and the lower chambers might have been deliberately positioned to interact with this groundwater. Could there be underwater chambers or passages that haven't yet been discovered? The secrets beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza continue to beckon, offering insights into the lives of the ancient Egyptians and their monumental achievements. With each new discovery, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and vision of the civilization that created this wonder. As technology advances, we can expect even more revelations about what lies beneath and within the Great Pyramid. Projects are already underway to develop more sensitive muon detectors and specialized robots that can access and explore spaces too small or dangerous for human investigators. Perhaps within the next decade, we'll finally learn the purpose of the Big Void and discover what, if anything, it contains. The Great Pyramid has stood for 4.5 millennia, silently guarding its secrets. It's outlasted the civilization that built it, witnessed the rise and fall of, countless empires, and it continues to inspire wonder in our modern age. Whatever secrets remain hidden beneath its massive stones, the pyramid itself stands as a testament to the extraordinary capabilities of our ancestors, and honestly, their profound contemplation of eternity. What I find most compelling about the Great Pyramid isn't just its immense size or perfect alignment but, well, the questions it continues to raise. In some ways, the pyramid is like a time capsule, preserving not just the remains and treasures of an ancient king, but the knowledge, beliefs, and capabilities of an entire civilization. Each new discovery offers another piece of the puzzle, helping us better understand who these people were and what drove them to create such a monumental structure. Next time you see an image of the Great Pyramid, just remember that you're looking at only part of the story. Beneath those massive stones lies a complex network of passages and chambers, some known to us and others perhaps still waiting to be discovered. The full extent of what lies beneath the Great Pyramid remains one of archaeology's most tantalizing mysteries.